Yo, what's good, the Trail in a Hoodie, and welcome to another episode of the Brother Next Door podcast where we talk about finance, personal development, and skills to get you further in life through actionable steps and my own personal experiences. In this episode, we just gonna take a second to reflect and just me showing my gratitude to all you guys. We recently, a couple days ago, crossed 1,000 listens, and it may not be a big deal to you. It may not seem like a lot, but it's definitely a big deal for me. Just coming a long way from these past 2 years, almost 2 years, from having a co-host to not having a co-host to almost wanting to quit after the co-host leaving, and all these different things just going on in personal life and just continuing to push through. Um, it's definitely come a long way. And so I just want to take a second to just appreciate each and every single one of you for rocking with me for real. And this isn't this isn't me just playing my stuff all the time. I tell everybody, like, I listen to my stuff when I record it, when I edit it, and maybe one time once it's posted, and that's the only time that it actually gets counted towards this 1,000. So like, I'm not even really playing my stuff all that much, just because I hear the episodes so much when I'm recording and editing. It's like I don't. All right, it's time to move on. Right, it's time to move on to the next episode, next stuff. But seriously, I just appreciate y'all for rocking with me for this long, and just uh, reaching out for real, like reaching out, letting me know. Like, I had a friend from high school reach out and was like, I don't even know how I came across your podcast, but I came across it, started listening to it, and I really like it. And so, even little stories, even little, things like that is just like a blessing and just amazing to hear people just, hey, I'm still listening to your podcast. Like my boy Jaden, there's another shout out, bro. Like, he reached out in the last episode, and after the last episode, and it was just like, dang, like these people, like people really listening to this stuff and really giving me feedback and really enjoying it and all that good stuff. And so it just means a lot that we're talking about money, that we're talking about things to get us further in life, and you guys are actually listening consistently, right? And so like this field is definitely very tough, and I'm not making any excuses. There's some things I could have done better to be a lot further in this podcast, right? But especially in the educational field, like, a lot of people are more focused on entertainment. A lot of people are more focused on what's going on in society. A lot of people are more focused on drama and all these good things, and aren't really focused on themselves, aren't really focused on working on themselves, bettering themselves. So I truly do applaud you for taking the time, whether it's my podcast, whether it's somebody else's podcast, whether it's reading, whether it's writing, whether it's whatever it is for you, just taking time out of your day to educate yourself, to further yourself, to become better, right? And so I appreciate that. Just circling back, if this is your first time showing up, hey, we got we got 2 seasons before this that you could binge listen, and just, on your way to work, from work, on your way to school, from school, whatever the case may be. Those episodes are longer, but I mean, they're still pretty digestible. They're not, 3, 4 hours long each. They're max, an hour. And so, all the new people, I appreciate y'all showing up, rocking with me, whether it's 1, 2, 3 episodes, or, you listen to every single episode. I definitely appreciate it. Just understand, I'm gonna give y'all a little life update and all that stuff too. Understand that this is a journey. This is a marathon. This is not a sprint. This is not a, all right, let's, run this podcast up as fast as possible and be the biggest. Like, nah, that's not the goal. My goal is literally just to, as I go through experiences, just, hand those down to y'all, and just be able to bounce back and forth, and y'all just communicate with me like, hey, y'all going through that too, just how I went through it. It's like, okay, cool, let's have a discussion. That's what this podcast is about. It's not just me or the person I bring on dumping a whole bunch of value on, and then you just take it and not doing anything with it, or taking it and sitting on it, or taking notes and just sitting on it. But this is about you taking the information, utilizing the information if it applies to you, right? And then give me the feedback. Did the information work? Did the information not work? And we can go from there, right? So definitely keep that in mind when you are listening to these episodes. Is utilize the information. Yeah, I do make jokes. Yeah, I do, all these different type of things during the episode. But it truly is supposed to be informational value that you can take, apply, and use, or take it, figure out if it's right for you, and then go into further research for yourself, right? So definitely keep that in mind when it comes to these episodes. Understand the age range for this podcast. The ideal listener, right, is between 18 and 30. If you're older and you listening, I still rock with you. I still appreciate you. I don't believe that ever should be come a time where you're not growing, right? And so, if you're if you're below that age range, hey, hey, you're further than I was. Continue gaining value, continue listening, continue growing, and you're going to be so much more further than your peers later on down the road. If you're older, the way society's set up, you're still going to be further than a lot of your peers if you're working on yourself, if you're growing, if you're getting better at what you love, whether it's a hobby, whether it's your job, whatever the case may be. Definitely take that time to work on yourself. Understand, I'm excited for the next couple months, next couple weeks, next couple years, however long I'm doing this podcast, right? Um, I feel that this podcast is going to grow. I feel this podcast is going to give a lot of people value, but in due time. When it's due time, I don't know, right? Like I said, I'm just going through my life and trying to help y'all out, right? And so with me about to graduate next spring, I don't know why I said fall. Next spring, I'm gonna have a lot more time to devote to the podcast. I'm gonna have a lot more time and resources to be able to, interview more people and be able to hopefully get a team together and help me out with this stuff. That way I can start producing more episodes, more quality episodes, get a couple different camera angles and a set studio. That way I can, be in a set studio for myself. But that's a little bit later on down the road. I did go through and look at a studio, I looked at a studio last week, which was really dope, really nice. It got the overhead lighting, it got the whole shebang. So I think that'd be a dope place to record eventually, and hopefully I'll get a couple episodes in there in the near future. But like I said, I'm looking at this going big time, so I'm looking at getting my own studio, that way I can have my own stuff and just be able to record whenever I want and not have to worry about scheduling and other people's time and other people scheduling it. And I don't want to have to worry about all that. So, like I said, in due time, with y'all support, right? Y'all got to rock with me. Y'all got to give me that Chipotle bowl every single month, right? Down at the bottom of the description. Shameless plug. Um, uh, just being able to do all that stuff one day would be great. But like I said, it's just in due time. It's funny, I have the analytics pulled up, and it's crazy how many different countries, different locations have been listening to the podcast, right? You got United States, 97%, right? So 3% of the audience is out of the United States. We got Canada, we got United Kingdom, Australia, Mexico, Pakistan, Brazil, Vietnam, Ecuador, Ukraine, right? Albania, Netherlands, Ghana, Everybody else at? Nigeria, right? And so it's just like it. I don't know. It blows my mind that all these people from all these different places, all these different locations, tuned in at least once, at least came across the podcast and listened to an episode, and I just think that's dope. And for and for the gender to literally be split, uh, yeah, pretty much in half between male and female, that's dope as well. And the age range between 18 and 34 mainly, which is cool. And then we got some 35 to 44, and then 6% between 45 and 60. So shout out to the 45 to 60, listening to the podcast, listening to this young buck talk on a microphone every week. I definitely appreciate y'all. Um, and so it's just up from here for real. Like as cheesy as it says, it's just up from here. Uh, I do want to provide y'all the best content I possibly can through better microphones, right? Better microphones, better equipment, better camera equipment, better lighting. I do take all these things into consideration. Um, it's not the most important thing to me right now. Like I'm not about to go out and blow a bag on all this professional equipment because I think the most important thing is the quality of the actual content. The things that I'm saying, the things that the guests are saying, is a lot more important than having a $4,000 red camera or all these different things. Yes, those things are nice. Yes, the video, audio, all that great stuff is crispy, but that's not the point of this podcast. The point of this podcast isn't to have the most amazing set on in the world. The point is to get y'all the best value as possible with least resistance as possible, right? Without having to deal with other people and sharing and all that stuff. Just me being able to come in, give y'all the content, and get out, right? So like I said, it's gonna be a pretty short episode. I just wanted to thank y'all, thank you for showing up every single week, sharing the podcast, like not only showing up, but also sharing the podcast with other people, with sharing with your coworkers, sharing with your friends, sharing with your family, and all these good things. Like I truly, truly appreciate it. Um, and so yeah, that's where we at. December, we gonna get busy again because I have a break from school, and so we gonna get busy uploading and doing some cool stuff in December. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for y'all. Stay consistent. Find something you love doing. Find something you love talking about. Start your own podcast. Reach out to me. I'd gladly help you with everything I've struggled with my podcast and be able to give that to you. Um, Find something you love and go out and do it. Whether it just starts out as a hobby and then eventually people want you to teach them or show them or do for them and go that route. But definitely do some more than the bare minimum. Do more than just going to work. Do more than just living life. Go to work, right? Go to work, get that paper, but do something that you enjoy doing. Do something that you love doing. And if you don't have that thing, you don't have that passion, take time to figure out what that is for you. For me, it's this podcast. Not every aspect of it, right? But for the most part, it's this podcast. I love learning, so research, all that stuff's taken care of. I don't dread learning. Um, I don't dread recording, but the editing and all that stuff, that's where it gets me, right? But I've been doing it for so long, I can be very efficient in if I gotta get something done, I just gotta go. I can do that. But if I have the time, then I'll take my time, make sure everything's good on the post edit, and then upload it, right? But that's just where we're at. And last but not least, for the people that stayed through all the mumbling and jumbling I've been talking about this episode, I got some for y'all. We are doing the first the first giveaway, the first Brother Next Door, and definitely not the last Brother Next Door giveaway. Um, for reaching 1,000 listens and also reaching 100 followers on Instagram. I have not been consistent at all with Instagram. So the fact that I got to 100 at that is pretty amazing. And so in celebration of 100, right? We not at the 1,000 mark yet. We not there yet. But in celebration of the 100, I'm going to give away $20 to 5 people. Um, all you have to do, I'm doing this on the spot. I didn't even think about this before record. I should have done that, but it's all right. We're gonna go off the dome and we're gonna go from there. 5 people are gonna get $200. All you have to do is leave a review. If you already left a review, cool. Don't worry about it. Just send me a screenshot through Instagram. You're not following the page, follow the page, the Instagram page. So leave a review on Apple Music or Spotify. If you do both, I might help you out. I might add another entry in for you. But leave a review for either Apple or Spotify podcast. Make sure you're following the page, right? Follow the Instagram page. Like and comment on the most recent post. And what I want you to comment is your favorite episode, right? Your favorite episode and why. Yeah, you're not going to get this $20 easy. So follow the podcast on Instagram. Like and comment your favorite episode and why it's your favorite episode in the most recent post, and leave a review. That's all I ask. You don't have to be donating to the podcast every month. You don't have to, like, one, none of that's gonna help, and two, that doesn't make any sense. So why would you pay me $10 for me to give you $20? Like, it doesn't make sense for you, the money to just come right back to me, right? And so if you want to donate, great. The link will be down there. Like I said, 5, 10, or no, what is it? 1, 5, or $10 every single month. That link's down there. But that's completely aside from this giveaway. So first 5 people, and the other advantage that you have is you are the first to know about this. I'm not posting this on Instagram until probably Wednesday or Thursday. So on Monday, when this episode drops, right, you gonna know about it. So you gonna have Monday and Tuesday for sure to be able to do all the stuff, right? And then Wednesday or Thursday, let's see. I'll do it Thursday. I'll try to do it in half, and then next Monday, I'll be, picking who wins the $20, right? And so that's the giveaway, fam. I appreciate y'all. I want to give back to the community. I want to show y'all love. Take that money, do whatever you want with it, invest it. I'm not gonna tell you what to invest in, but invest it, use it for needs, save it, whatever you want to do with it. But that's just my small token of appreciation for y'all rocking with me, and my small token of appreciation for the people who are caught up, right? Who are caught up in the episodes and listening on a week-to-week basis. Y'all get to know first before everybody else knows on Instagram. So there you go. That's it. I'm gonna stop going in circles with this. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna be right back to the content, to the value next. Oop, done dropped my iPad. Right back to the content and value next week. But I definitely just wanted to take time to just really appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, for rocking with me. And so there you go. There's the contest information. Have fun with it. Be real with me. Hit me up with more ideas for episodes. That way I could, help y'all out. So I can give y'all some. We got a great idea for an episode as far as future jobs and stuff like that. So I'm recording that one next week, um, and we gonna get that out to y'all because I really do like that episode topic with AI and with all these different things coming out. Technology moves fast, especially in the field of engineering. I, of all people, know technology moves fast. It's growing fast, it's developing fast, so you got to be able to keep up with the times, right? And so that's what we're talking about next week. That's what I'm recording next week. I ain't gonna promise it's gonna be out next week, but that's what I'm at least gonna record next week. And we gonna go from there. So with that, y'all subscribe, like, comment, let me know what I can work on, what I can better myself at, give me constructive criticism. And I'll see y'all in the next episode. Peace.